There are thousands of cities in the world, but there's only one that almost everyone dreams of visiting at least once in their life: Tokyo. Whether it's the food, the culture, or the crazy streets that attract you, it's almost impossible to ignore just how unique this city is. We're here on our second visit to discover why so many of us are obsessed with this city and to see what lies beneath the cute neon-lit streets that we all love. So over the next 48 hours, we're taking you on a whirlwind trip around Tokyo, starting off with one of the best viewpoints of the city.
Wow. We have reached the top of Shibuya Sky. Now, to get a perspective of Tokyo, because it is such a big city, you have to come up at a viewpoint.
And we are currently on the 47th floor, so we have like a panoramic view of the whole city. It is absolutely huge. I'm pretty sure Tokyo is the biggest city in the world by surface area.
Metropolitan area. And in the distance, we are so lucky because you can actually see Mount Fuji. And when we were here last time in Tokyo, it was too cloudy, wasn't it?
I also think Tokyo looks like a toy city from above because everything's so perfectly neat.
There's like a green shield bug. Does he realise he's like 200 metres in the sky? Just over here, we can see the Tokyo Tower. It's so unique because it just stands out like super red compared to everything else. Let's go on the incredible, what's it?
Escalator.
Escalator.
It has to be the coolest escalator in the world.
Yeah, look at this. Wow, that's actually insane.
After taking in the endless skyline views of Tokyo, we headed across the city to see an iconic sight up close.
Whoa, there it is. Tokyo Tower.
It looks so pretty right now because there's like golden light on it.
We've heard about this spot, which is supposed to be like the best spot to see the Tokyo Tower. So hopefully it's not too popular. The red just stands out so well. Emilia looked up this spot, not me, and so I just thought we were going to, obviously, not a busy one, but looks like everyone else knows this spot too.
Yeah, but they're locals, not tourists.
How do you know that?
I don't know.
Look at that!
Wow.
It's so pretty. It's such an iconic building. It looks like they're doing some repairs because we've got this green kind of mesh. So most of the spot, you can't see a clear view of the tower.
I feel like this is my fault because I found this spot, so Jill's like, heh heh.
No, I'm not. I'm just, maybe we should try and find another spot.
I thought it was good.
It is good. It's just a pretty green fence in the way as well. There's like music playing all around the city.
At first I thought it was an alarm. I was like, what's happening?
It's so peaceful though. Maybe it's like a sunset tune they just play throughout Tokyo. I have no idea. There's a gong now.
There's a gong?
We're on the hunt to try and find this bong which is being hit.
Isn't it a gong?
A gong, not a bong.
The sound is bong, the instrument is gong.
That was quite lucky. We got to see the last bong of the gong tonight. Is that making any sense?
Last bong of the gong.
That was like genuinely a goosebump feeling. Just the way it shimmered around.
Yeah. We've accidentally stumbled into Jojoji Temple, which was built in 1393, and it just looks insane. Like the contrast between this old, beautiful temple and the Tokyo Tower is just crazy, and I feel like it really represents the city.
It's kind of weird coming from China because I feel like China feels so brand new, but Japan was like new maybe 30, 40 years ago, but it still has such a unique kind of feel to it. I can't even explain it.
Everything just looks different. Like, look at how thin this building is.
Of course, we've got to use these vending machines. All right, you figure out the coins.
Insert coin first.
Oh look, they've got Apple Pay.
Oh, that was quick. Okay, it worked.
Oh, it made a little ding. That's awesome.
Coca-Cola.
So apparently in Japan, they have a vending machine for every 30 people, which works out like 5 million people, I think.
Oh, it's going everywhere.
Whoa.
It looks so cool now the lights are on. Look at that. We're about to get on the metro, and tonight we actually have somewhere very special to go. We have been there before, and if you know anything about Japan, you might have seen this before, but it is the coolest thing ever.
Now there is one chain which we've used nearly as much as 7-Elevens, but not quite obviously, and this food chain is the best. It is called Coco's Curry House.
Let's get some katsu curry, and this one's actually an iPad.
A little bit futuristic here.
I just can't read any of it right now. 2 people.
It is in English.
Shoot order. One thing I love about Japan is that you always have drinking water, but the drinking water in Coco's is always ice cold, but it's too cold.
It's like super icy, so you can hardly drink it.
Cold. Here we have our katsu chicken curry. It looks good.
Look how much sauce you get. If you went to a Japanese restaurant in the UK, you'd get like a sprinkling of katsu sauce.
Yeah, Wagamama's are just like a little bit. Here they do it
proper bowl.
Don't burn your tongue.
It's just so good. It is good to be back in Japan. Arigato.
We are about to go into Team Lab Planets, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically like an interactive experience. It's something you have to do here in Tokyo, in my opinion.
We booked the Team Lab Planets on Klook, and Klook are actually the sponsors of today's video. Honestly, it's been essential to planning our trip here in Tokyo, and it's going to make your life so much easier. If for some reason you don't already know, Klook is an experience booking platform which lets you book tickets, passes and activities all in one place. I've been using it constantly throughout Japan, and it's where I booked the bullet train tickets, which is the best way to get around the country. I also use it for Tokyo Disneyland, which is Emilia's birthday treat, and even for little things like Shibuya Sky, which also books up fast, so do make sure you book in advance before coming to Japan. What I love most is how easy the Klook app is to use. It's in loads of different languages and supports 40 currencies, and the prices are always super competitive. They're always running promotions and discounts, so it feels good knowing you're getting the best price without spending hours searching online on weird Japanese websites which you can't understand. And of course, don't worry, I have a discount code for you. If you use the code JOELFRIEND and you're new to Klook, you will get 10% off. But if you're already Klook lover and you used it before, then you'll get 3% off using that code. If you're planning a trip to Japan or anywhere in the world, Klook makes it so simple to get everything sorted in one place. I'll leave a link and the promo code down in the description. Don't forget to download the app so you can start booking your adventures. And a big thank you to Klook for sponsoring this video here in Tokyo. Voucher, and this is our ticket for Team Labs Planet, straight from the Klook app.
Is that for 2 people?
Yeah. Do you want to scan it?
Thank you. Yeah, we've just put our stuff in our lockers and we have to go in barefoot, which feels very weird. Don't look at my toes. We are about to enter the exhibit, and this is basically kind of like a one-of-a-kind thing where just like all of your senses just go crazy.
A sensory overload.
I don't even know how to explain it.
This is Team Lab Planets, a place almost impossible to describe without experiencing it for yourself. It's an immersive art experience that takes you on a childlike adventure, wading through water to light-filled rooms that completely disorientate you. This place is just one example of how unique Tokyo is.
This is the funnest thing ever. Whoever came up with this is a genius. It's like adults have a chance to be kids again.
So good.
What an experience that was. It is now 10 p.m. at night, so we're feeling a little bit tired. What was your favourite activity of that?
Ooh, I love the lights room, or like when we were going through the water and with the big balls and everything. I actually loved it all.
If you do want to do this activity and all the activities we'll be doing over this video, then links will be in the description. We booked it on Klook. We have just arrived in the nerd capital of Tokyo. This is Akihabara. This is like the gaming, the tech, kind of like the cool, quirky, collectible stuff. We're not super into that, but this is supposed to be a super unique, weird, fun area.
I'm excited to look around, even if I don't understand anything. This area is quite famous for like vending machines and loads of these little games you can kind of play and win something. this looks cool. This looks really old.
Wow, that looks like
Wow.
it's from the 60s or something.
Yeah.
Whoa, what is this one? Why is there pictures of like girls?
There is like a bit of a weird side to Japan where like the way they treat young girls is a little bit odd. So why are there photos here? I don't know.
Not sure. Maybe we need to translate it and have
Seems
a
a
look.
bit dodgy. As far as my understanding goes, I think you can basically withdraw photos and pay for photos of these girls. It's a little bit hard to translate, so I may be completely off.
If anyone knows what they are, what this vending machine does, please leave it in the comments because we're very interested. It looks a little bit odd. But this one says animation and beautiful girl character vending machine. So maybe you can like get like these characters or maybe the females ones. But the fact it says beautiful girl character, it's kind of odd.
So weird.
Okay, look up here, almost in the center of Akinbara, you can see like all the women and like the cartoons.
It's very creepy, to be honest. I don't really understand why this is so okay.
And
here.
especially so public.
Yeah.
We've just arrived at this vending machine corner. Now this is hopefully going to be a little bit less strange, and we're going to show you the other side of Akinbara, which is more fun and nerdy, the one I mentioned earlier. But let's have a look at these vending machines. What on earth is that? The Tower of Drivaga.
Mysterious packages. On Google Maps, this place is actually called Weird Vending Machine Corner, so I guess we're gonna find some weird stuff.
Right, let's go inside.
You only just fit through there.
Happy family life. Okay, moving on. It said high class condom. Oh, we've got popcorn. Oh, we could actually have some popcorn in this vending machine. That would
Really?
be kind of nice.
I would be down for some popcorn, actually. Ooh, what's this? Okay. I actually have no idea what that is, but it's some kind of meal in a can. Looks like
Ooh, I don't like
noodles.
canned food at the best of times.
No, noodles.
But it says be fresh, so it's obviously like made today, fresh.
Sure. Right, let's get some popcorn. Okay, just need to translate this. Insert money and press button for your favorite flavor. But I think the flavors are all the same. Okay. It's stuck. Like, it's stuck, Joe.
Oh yeah.
Sold out. Well, you can't say that after I purchased it.
Okay, so unfortunately we have lost 300 yen, but we will survive. But yeah, that's not going to work, is it?
That's annoying. No
Nope,
popcorn.
no popcorn for you.
This building is just full of claw machines.
I am determined to win you something.
Oh, please.
I wonder if that's how you win a Japanese girl, win something on the claw machine. Now, I need to find something which Emilia will want.
I want this guy.
You want this guy?
Yeah.
Probably not that. Something probably soft and fluffy. Yeah, this is probably the right kind of section now.
I'm not feeling hopeful that he's actually going to win something.
I'm going. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm going for this one. Coming
Okay.
here.
Ooh. You've got it. Oh my god.
What? I thought I had it. That's not fair. I'll try one more. I want a different one.
No!
It does it again. These things are a scam. Don't waste your money. They have so many different games here, but there's one game which I love and I used to play all the time as a kid, and that was Mario Kart. But here they've got the proper steering wheel, so you take the camera, I'm getting involved.
Yes! First place!
Yeah!
Look at that!
Number one! I won!
Yeah!
I did go for the easy setting, but I won. You will not guess what I've just seen.
What?
There is a boxing machine. Look, I guess this can like come up and you can just like punch it.
Let me at it.
Don't mess with this woman, not when she's angry.
Go!
Whoa! What's it gonna be? Beattie!
Yeah.
Oh, you beat it! You beat it! Yeah, well done! Well, that was a lot of fun. I could probably spend hours in there and a lot of money. The games are a bit more fun than the claw machines because you actually get to participate, not just lose. As we showed you yesterday, 7-Elevens are legendary here, but we're going to grab lunch there today and show you how affordable it can be. Look at all the selection you have in these fridges. It is heaven. So you've got things from sandwiches, you've got like meals. What's that? Not sure, maybe a shepherd's pie, which you can get heated up in the microwaves here. You've got all sorts of stuff. Obviously a lot of Japanese options as well.
My personal favorite is the sushi like squares you get from here. Well, this is not a square, it's a triangle. But these are actually really good. This is red salmon and salt. My favorite thing in 7-Eleven is these smoothies they have. You basically get them like this with all the fruit and stuff, and then you blend it later on. Scan the barcode.
Oh yeah, you just put it in there.
Shut that in.
And you got yourself a strawberry.
Strawberry smoothie.
So in some of the 7-Elevens, you actually have seating, which is where we are right now, which is perfect if you're on the go and you just need to stop and eat, because kind of like the social norm is you're not allowed to eat or drink whilst moving. So to have someone to sit is great. I've got myself some udon noodles, which is Japanese, very nice. What have you got?
I went for one of these sushi triangle things and also some gyozas, pork dumplings.
Which have been microwaved in the, yeah, they've been microwaved in the microwave.
For the smoothie.
Good smoothie.
It's actually really good.
Good chunky noodles. Everything we've just shown you cost £8.73, which I think is a very good deal for a 7-Eleven, especially because the food is actually good.
It's yummy. We have arrived back in Shibuya for the evening, and it's so busy that we are in a really long queue just to get down the escalator.
We are in the chaos.
It's so busy. We can't even walk in a straight line.
It is actually a little bit chaotic right now. There are so many people, apparently, and it's not even the busiest time. Apparently the busiest time is like 6 to 7 p.m. So we've still got like an hour or two till it gets even busier around here.
I'm in the middle of the crossing.
You're in the crossing.
I'm gonna get run over. Everyone's going different ways. So it's like you're trying to meander around everyone.
Honestly, I just find crossing the road every like 2 minutes so much fun.
Especially like when you're not taking a direct route, you're just like looping around.
Doing a loop and then coming back. Like, I love it. Such a great activity here. If you don't know about Shibuya, it's like a young, cool place. So obviously we are both here. But there's just like music playing throughout the streets, isn't it?
Yeah, you're acting like we're really cool.
Yeah, aren't we?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
And lights.
And lights.
Lots of neon lights, which
I
I love.
love lights.
One thing they have a lot of in Japan is like animal cafes, and I think over here is actually a dog cafe, so you can like eat with loads of different puppies, which would be so...
I think it's cats as well.
And cats.
But there's some really weird ones as well, isn't
There's
there?
like owl cafes.
Capybaras, like everything.
I kind of want to go to one, but I don't know like how ethical they are, so I don't think we'll be visiting one, but it does sound cool.
It's about 5:30 and we're going to try and eat some food because it's so busy around here. We're worried we wouldn't get into any restaurants. Guess we order at this like vending machine. We put the money in, press the special.
What do you want? This
Go.
one?
Yeah, I'll go for the second special. Here we go. We've got our tickets.
This is our first ramen back in Japan, and I am so excited for this. It's gonna be good, I just know it. We have just got our ramen and we both went for the tonkotsu. Mine has like a garlic mix on. I think this is pork, and obviously it comes with eggs. Those are noodles and spices, and Joel got one with like fried chicken as well.
I didn't even know what I ordered. First things first, test the broth. Oh, so good. Ramen is so good. Emilia made me one like a month ago. And since then, I've been obsessed about coming back and just eating this.
Mine was not as good as this.
This is heavenly. I wouldn't do this at home, but in Japan, this is the etiquette. You get your ramen bowl and you drink it like this. I'm not joking, this is culture.
The bowl's bigger than your face.
Oh, such a good broth.
That dinner was so good, and it only cost us £14 for both, which is such a good price. We are now walking back to the crazy metro station because we're actually going to go to the busiest metro station in the world.
Shinjuku. Here we are, and we have arrived at the world's busiest station. So stay close, don't let go.
We have got lost in this station like 3 times.
Well, every time we come here.
Yes.
So wish us luck. So this is the map of the station.
It is absolutely huge, but the craziest thing is like how many exits there are. There are millions, and they basically pop up in like every building in the area, so you can't just take any exit.
I'm confused.
There's so many ways to go, but none of them say exit.
We've made it out.
Yes! Escape room completed.
Shinjuku is one of the most vibrant and iconic areas of Tokyo. From neon-lit streets to the small alleys filled with tiny restaurants, it's definitely somewhere that has to be experienced at night.
We've just come off the streets of Shinjuku and just pulled into Golden Gai, which is like a little district with lots of cool local bars and restaurants, which we're hopefully going to get a drink at.
All of the bars are like so small, they can only fit like maybe 8-10 people in. It's quite cute.
As the evening went on, we found a cool little bar to settle in as we reflected on our time here in the city. Tokyo feels endless. A city so huge you could explore it for weeks and still only see a fraction of what it offers. It's a blend of history and the future, and through it all, there's this sense of mystery, feeling like you have no idea what you might come across the next day. So maybe that's why everyone dreams of visiting Tokyo, because it's not just a city, it's a world of its own. So the real question is, when will you be visiting Tokyo?